Well, hello there, people. 'Tis I, Captain Steve, and today I'm going to be doing a channel cast. So a channel cast is where I talk about my channel, the channel's direction, but not only that, I talk about the community and other people's channels with inside of the community that I want to bring to your attention, to share with you guys in the viewerverse. So yeah, let's go and have a look to see who is inside of the actual chat at the moment. So yeah, KJ Gaming was first in. Howdy, KJ. KJ is a fantastic content creator inside of the community. There we go. She does a lot of No Man's Sky content and survival sorts of games. So if that's your sort of bag, check her out. We've got Warfy in the house. Well, hello there, Warfy. Warfy has gone and beaten the actual, I do a 50 ships challenge, so you shoot the station and see if you can shoot 50 ships down before they shoot you down. If you manage to do that, then that's quite a good benchmark to see if you've got a good ship or not. Warfy now holds the current record. He shot down 203, which is freaking mental. Yeah, so before that it was a Damash Smash, and he managed to actually beat my score, and he was in VR. So yeah, check out that. I've got a playlist of all the 50 ship challenges. I'll put it in the actual, I'll show you it later. Cool. And we've also got Garrett Jackson in the house. Well, hello there. Oosh, Captain Steve vid while I'm eating my tea. Nice. Well, nice. Awesome. Great to have you here. We've got Star Sailor X. Hello there, Captain. Well, hello there, Star Sailor X. And we've also got Distortion. Well, howdy. Well, howdy there, Distortion. We've got Christopher in the house. Hello there, Christopher. We've got Dr. Pong. Welcome, Dr. Pong. Dr. Pong is another fantastic content creator. Yes, she is. She's going to be one of the channels that we're looking at, hopefully, later on. So I won't say too much now. I'll show you her channel later. We've also got Scottish Rod in the house and Ricey, the Starship Emporium. Again, Ricey's channel is going to get a showcase in this sort of stream as well, people. So lovely jubbly. We've got KevB1 in the house. We've also got Sazable. Well, hello there, Sazable. So Sazable entered into my ship, sort of find my ship logo ship. I mean, Ricey actually won that challenge, but yeah, Sazable done pretty darn well with her entry as well. Hopefully, oh, Captain Steve, I've got the Atlas pass in the mail. Heck yes, Sazable, nice one. That's great. I'm so pleased it arrived. Lovely. We've got Damash Smash in the house. Good at Game. Good at Game is another content creator. Freaking awesome one. I think Sazable does the odd bit of content as well. Check her out. And yeah, check out Good at Game, because Good at Game does fantastic, awesome podcasts and all sorts of other shenanigans. Just going to wet my whistle with a bit of tea. Here we go. Lovely cup of morning brown. Okay, right. We've got Naive Sacrifice. Hi, Captain Stephen Stream. Well, hello there, Naive. We got James Harthorne in the house as well. Lovely jubbly. Dutch 66 and Red Thunderbolt. Member, 1 month. Ahoy, Captain. Well, ahoy there, Red Thunderbolt. Are you a member, are you, Red Thunderbolt? Okay, coolio. Welcome aboard. Okay, righto. Awesome. Let's move on to channel news, I suppose, people, shall we? Or shall I do... Actually, I'll do the community spotlighty stuff first. We'll do the community spotlighty stuff first, since I've already given a load of people shout-outs. We might as well continue on that vein. Right, here we go. Let's head on over to here, then, and let's hit on up podcast. There we go. Look at that. Ah, it all works. At least I think it's working. Can you still hear me? Okay, yeah, just check it. Yes, you can still hear me. Lovely. Awesome. So we managed to do this row last time, didn't we? We ended on tricky number 1. So we're going to be moving down to a Normog Gaming. Now, Normog Gaming hasn't done a lot of No Man's Sky content for a while, but I do like their content. They do all these mashups and mayhem and stuff like that. Pretty darn sick stuff. But yeah, again, nothing really for the last 3 months. 11 months ago was their last No Man's Sky video. So let's hit on up that, and you'll see why I like Normog Gaming. So here we go. Unmute.
Guys, what's going on, man? Normog here. We are back with some
Sweet.
Sky exotic ship locations, guys. I got an awesome white guppy with thrusters for you today, guys.
I'll be out of hearing now.
Shout out to my buddy Boogie for finding this. You know, I told you we got the crew out there looking, and this one was brought to us by Boogeyman. So let's get into this. This will be in the Euclid Galaxy, guys. And you do need to know all your photoglyphs. So let's get in here. Let's do this. Activate the portal. So
Turn
guys,
the PC audio up. There you go.
Birds and Link. So there we go. We got 2 birds. We got Link. Then we're gonna need the Triforce, a Sunset, and a Sad Face. So Triforce, Sunset, and the Sad Face. After that, guys, we're gonna need the bird, the Titan.
I love it how everybody's got different names for these things. Yeah, a sad face. Yeah, that's the first time I've heard it called a sad face. I've heard tiki face, but not sad face. But I really like his voice and his approach to gaming. He's quite a chilled individual, and he's very easy to watch. So that's Normog Gaming. Sadly, though, not a lot of content that's new from Normog for a while. But I have got the bell rung on Normog, because I do enjoy watching Normog's videos when they drop. They are a pleasure. They are a treat. Yes, they are. Righto, so that's Normog. Oops, did I just go and close the wrong freaking link? I don't know whether I did or didn't. Yeah, there we go. We're back over here. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's go into Zoo Gaming. So I'd imagine a lot of you know who Zoo is. I mean, Zoo Gaming is pretty out there. The video sound could be, it could have been, but I've got all my sound settings as loud as I can do them right now, Damash. Sorry, buddy. That's just Normog's gaming video quality, I think, well, audio quality. I'm going to hit up one of Zoo's videos right now. Let's just go for this one. And I bet you it's a lot louder. So here we go.
So, you need a website.
Yeah, go to Fiverr.com. It's actually good, Fiverr.com. Okay, here we go.
Everybody, Zoo back here once again in No Man's Sky. And listen, today I'm going to show you how to find crashed ships and scrap them for money and nanites. So let's get into it. Okay. First thing you want to do is go up to space. Alright, now once you're in space, go to the galaxy map. Make sure you press the button to extend it so you can see all the information. What we're looking for is a rich system here. A 3-star system. We've been there before, so I don't want to go that one. Anyway, so you want to come to the map guy.
Okay, so what I like about Zoo is whenever he's doing tutorials like this, he really does break it down and give you every single step of the way of how to do something. And also his voice is very easy to listen to. He's got those synth vibes in the background and it just carries everything. And when you watch him live, it's very much similar. So if I just hit up one of his live ones as well. So this is this one here, maybe is that live one? Yeah, 2 hours and so. So it goes for a long time as well. And he's got all the sort of HUD stuff done. I mean, his channel looks very professional.
Over here.
He's got all this bar at the top there, look. With the synth vibes again, and then his voice. It's just so chilled. It's just so No Man's Sky. It's just really quite cool. And also when you're actually in his chat, you can see here a lot of familiar faces. Beeble will occasionally will pop up, Flowery Squirrels and there, you know, Ricey, myself, I come into his streams as well if I see him live. Night Tracer, Night Tracer. Yeah, there's loads of people here and the community just rolls when it's inside of Zoo's stream. So yeah, if you haven't hit up Zoo, he's definitely one to watch. He's definitely one just to chill out to and just listen to. It's nice, very nice, is how I'd sum up Zoo Gaming. Very nice. So we've got Flowery Squirrel. So we just mentioned Flowery Squirrel, and they're actually in Zoo's stream. So we go, let's hit up Flowery. So there we are. And let's just hit up one of Flowery's videos. Now I'm not going to lie, I haven't watched one of Flowery's for a little while. So here we go, let's just go into here. Let's go into a Let's Play. Bum, bum, bum. I'll skip it in.
Enough with the pink ships. Give me some nice ones. No! No, why did I do that? Hey, GG, welcome. Now I need to reload.
I'm going to see if I can boost the audio a little on there. I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Yeah, I really like the color combination on that. It's unique. You know, you don't see that very often. You'll see white and gold in that, but I've never seen the baby blue and gold.
I think I made it worse.
Let me know if I should change the music, guys.
Okay, I think that might have boosted it a little.
What's that?
But yeah, so Flowery Squirrel, I really like Flowery Squirrel's approach to things. Again, he's got the music in the background and things like that. But I find it difficult to hear Flowery's audio over the top of the music. I don't know whether you guys are getting the same there. But yeah, Flowery's sort of awesome content. So check out Flowery's Scroll. Okay, we're awesome. Okay, so let's move on from there. Bum, bum, bum. So that was Flowery. Gunslinger Studios. Now this is a bit of an odd one because they used to be called Gunslinger Diecast. And their channel was very sort of about creative sort of things that they used to put together. Diecast racing channel really, but then they moved into doing a little bit of No Man's Sky stuff. So a lot of this is from a year ago. It's somebody that I enjoyed why they were doing content, and then they just sort of fell off the face of the planet when it comes to videos. So anyway, let's just hit one. I mean, this one's 3 weeks ago, back to Diecast. So maybe they've given No Man's Sky a bit of a break. But they often appear inside of my live chat as well, and they're a member and backer of my channel, so I thought I'd just check them out. Here you go, let's just hit up, let's hit this one. Yeah. Okay.
Which we're not going to spend a lot of time in, except for when you go to the first time you go to any new space station, you want to go here, and you want to upgrade your backpack. Now, see down here, right now, the first upgrade only costs 5,000 units, and if you'll notice, we only have 17,000 units, and that will change very quickly, very soon. But now you.
So there we go. Gunslinger has got such a crisp, bassy voice, and it's isn't it a contrast when you listen to sort of like Flowery and some of the others that we just listened to? The actual height of the microphone levels. It's a shame that YouTube doesn't do something while it's processing the videos to do something with audio levels. I'm constantly, as I jump from content creator to content creator, adjusting my speaker volume, whether that's on my TV or my phone or whatever device I'm on. It's very difficult to get the audio levels just right. It's a shame that you can't do more inside of YouTube Studio when it comes to your own mixing and sound levels. But yeah, he's got such an awesome crisp voice. So when he was doing content, I found him highly watchable. So yeah.
The way I do it is I update my general slots and then my cargo slots.
Really has got that voice for radio, hasn't he? You know, it's very sort of deep toned. Very cool. So yeah, really used to like diecast stuff. Let's just hit on up his let's have a look at his diecast model cars. Let's see what's going on. His toes sticking out of his sandals. That's pretty cool. That's actually quite cool. That looks quite good fun. So yeah, there's that. So that's a bit different, isn't it? Well, there we go. There we go. Diecast, nice one. Whiskey Barrel Gaming. What's happened to Whiskey Barrel Gaming? That's a good bloody question. I love Whiskey Barrel Gaming, and I haven't seen a video pop up in my feed for ages. And no wonder. 3 months ago. Does anybody know what's happened to Whiskey Barrel Gaming? Hit us up inside of the actual chat. Righto, I'm just going to hit up one of his videos. Whiskey Barrel Gaming. I love these. I was loving a handful of cogs. Oh, man. All right, well, let me just hit up this because it's awesome.
WeareMech.com. We're building a metaverse game where...
This advert makes me laugh every time I see it. We're building a metaverse game where inside of the game you're going to own a mech. Mech Warriors, anyone? Or Gundam or anything? How's this new? I don't get it. Maybe I just don't get the metaverse, or maybe I just don't get this guy. I mean, who wears shades indoors? Then again, says me who wears a steampunk hat and sometimes red bottom cup glasses.
Every single player owns a mech inside of the game.
They do.
Players use their
Wow.
mechs.
Okay.
Seriously, dude? You still hanging that over him? That was a long time ago.
Hang it over him? He tried to kill me. Oh, these look cool. Hang on there. Those Kalatavi eggplant, actually.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, they're delicious. Why don't you pick a few and we can sell them later? I've gotta grab something out of the exocraft.
Yeah, that was kind of shitty. So did you manage to get the flight codes for his precious ship?
Only one way to find out.
Serves him right. He tries to kill you, and then he leaves my brother stranded out in the cold. Can anyone hear me?
So what now?
Not sure. I might keep it, but I'll probably end up selling it back to him for twice what he paid. He's lucky that's all I'm gonna do. Your cut will be...
Okay, so Whiskey Barrel Gaming started doing these, which was quite a new sort of format for his channel. Before that, he was doing some really, really cool tips and tutorials. So, and they were very well done. I love his intro as well.
Greetings, fellow interloper. It's Taylor. Gotta be honest here, I just felt like making a different kind of video. I've got 5 No Man's Sky tips that I'm gonna throw out, and I'm super curious to know how many of these 5 that you guys actually know. Do you know all of them? Or maybe just 1 or 2? At the end of the video, you'll get a grade, depending on your score. When the vid's over, coming in at number 5. When you're at the space station and you decide to buy some mods, it's frustrating when you finally come across the specific S-Class mod you've been looking for, only to be limited to buying just one. Once you purchase your mod, head back to your spaceship and hop back out again to create a save. Reload your save and head back up to the vendor you just bought the mod from. You can see that their supply is now replenished and you can snag another.
So just like Zoo Gaming, just so to the point, but the way that they deliver it, there's no ums and ahs, and it's just really beautiful. And his voice is great. The music that he chooses in the background goes so well with the whole No Man's Sky vibe. I really liked Whiskey Barrel Gaming, and I have no idea what's gone on there. Okay, if anybody knows, let us know. Dutch66 inside of the actual chatter says, has PT taken a YouTube break? Dutch66, I have no idea what's going on with PT. I've sent PT quite a lot of messages. They haven't even got blue ticks next to them, so he hasn't even read them. I know at times he likes to take a break from DMs, and he focuses on mainly people that are either backers and things on Discord, and he just completely shuts down when it comes to answering DMs on Twitter, which is the only place I hit him up. So perhaps he's just forgot to look in there for good old Captain Steve. Yes, I've been forgotten-icated. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with PT. If anybody does know what's going on with PT, hit him up. Tell him to check his DMs on Twitter for Captain Steve, because that's the only real way I get hold of him. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with PT, to be fair. I know that he's got a PS5 now, because he was playing Horizon Zero Dawn on it, wasn't he? If he has got a PS5, I'd love to do a collab with him on the old No Man's Sky and freaking bounce about in No Man's Sky with him. That'd be freaking excellent. But yeah, I can't get hold of him, sadly. Okay, so I've read quite a lot of the other chat messages that are going on, and yeah, I hope you're feeling a bit better and stuff like that. There's somebody out there that's getting brain fog and fatigue and all that sort of shenanigans. Yes, I'm in the same boat. Awesome. Okay, well, let's scroll down. Oh, we've got Dr. Avalanche in the house. Smooth voice. Yes. Yeah, that was the previous one, wasn't it? But even Whiskey Barrel Gaming, very good voice for streaming. Got Assistant No Man's Sky in the house, people. Assistant No Man's Sky, I'll be getting to their channel a bit later as well. So yeah, I won't say too much about them at the moment, but they make the app for the mobile phone. We've got Elite Gamers in the house as well. There's Elite Gamers on my wall now. I'm fairly sure I added Elite Gamers. They should be down here. Okay, that's a little odd. All right, well, I will add them in. Yeah, coolio. I added them in just the other day. Okay, anyhow. Oh, well, I digress. Let's carry on. We've got Ballista Cola next. Let's hit up Ballista Cola. Boom. Okay, now Ballista Cola has done quite a lot of vids, and they have been moving on to other games, not so much on No Man's Sky, but their No Man's Sky content is the main reason I subscribe to them. You can see here that most of it has been Dying Light, but go back far enough and you will come across the No Man's Sky type stuff. Oh, There you go. That's a bit freaking weird, isn't it? That's definitely not the Long Dark, is it? That looks more like... That's No Man's Sky, Ballista. I think you might want to take a look at some of your thumbnails, friend. Oh no, that could be his intro. That could be his intro. Well, that is pretty odd. All right, fine. Let's carry on down here, and let's just try one of these ones then. There we go. Let's just hit this one up. This is No Man's Sky chill stream. Now, what I would say with Ballista Cola is he is very chilled. He's a UK guy, and he has got the most sort of monotonish sort of voice out there. It's almost AMSR. It's AMSR, whatever it is. You know, that stuff that you can just listen to and relax to. And he's got such a dry sense of humour. So here we go. Let me just skip in. Okay. That's just given
raw. So
here we go.
Crisp and dry, eh? Drink that. Ugh. You never put crisp and dry in your ear, would you? You don't want crispy and dry earwax. Oh, what we're talking about. Just have a breakfast.
What the?
If I have a breakfast. Yeah. I'm thinking then. Hold on, I'm not eating.
That was random, wasn't it?
Let's see how much. I didn't look how much I had at the start. I had 3, didn't I? 2,003. No, 200,000. 203,000. That's what I mean. I didn't take them at all. I did actually. I didn't when I had that two. I had them and then, but the week before I went to the dentist, that was clever, wasn't it? When it probably sort of cleared up anyway on its own.
Oh dear.
Gave that extra lift at the end. They're not.
Okay, so you probably get the idea of what you're going to get with Ballista Cola. So Ballista Cola, you're going to get quite a lot of stuff about his old background, his actual life story as he's actually playing as well. But his voice is just so relaxing to listen to. I find myself watching him and just slowly sort of drifting off and like, oh, and then he says something funny. And it wakes you straight. He's brilliant. He is quite cool. Now, there is a lot of people that you're going to see inside of his actual live stream, like J-Spot. J-Spot is a regular over there. KJ is often in here as well. And I've had some really good sort of conversations back and forth with the people inside of Ballista Cola's streams. So it is nice when you see him live and you can interact and hear some of the stuff that's going on, not only inside of the community, but inside of Ballista Cola's life. So yeah, interesting chap, and he's a UK streamer as well. Check him out. He's pretty darn freaking cool. Custard Horror says, I feel sleepy. Yeah. But check out some of his builds. Some of his builds are amazing. So he was making the DeLorean. I didn't actually see him finish making the DeLorean, but I did see him do Starbug. Let's see how far he's got with doing the DeLorean.
Can't if I cache that. That's just true.
Okay, you can sort of see that it's taking shape, can't you?
To be honest, I haven't got a clue.
What was that voice, Ballista Cola?
I'm going slightly mad.
You are going slightly mad, Ballista Cola, has to be said. Yeah, but yeah, again, another reason to like the guy. Yeah, slowly watch him go insane trying to build a DeLorean.
Oh, then this one was dead centre of that, wasn't it?
I don't know whether he actually finished it. Okay, so that's Ballista Cola, a fellow Brit. So yeah, go check him out if that's your thing. And we've got Ricey's Starship Emporium. Ricey's Starship Emporium. So he focuses mainly on doing showcases of starships inside of the No Man's Sky verse. This guy is a No Man's Sky ship hunter extraordinaire, and the way that he presents his ships, nobody else is doing a similar sort of presentation with what he does. I love your thumbnails of these close-ups of parts of the ship as a little bit of a tease. They're very clickable. All right, okay, so let's go and click on, say, this one at random, and let's have a look at this one.
Advertising on YouTube helps me reach engaged customers like Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers on Google.
Hello there, and welcome to my Starship Emporium. I have for you today a rather lovely fighter. Here we are in the new redesigned headquarters of the Starship Emporium showroom. It's still under work, but I'm sure we'll get there shortly. But without further ado, let's go and take a look.
Don't know why it keeps doing that buffering thing. It's probably because I'm streaming myself, you know. Cool intro tune.
Exhibition pad, yes, it's still here, thankfully, as we call in this rather lovely fighter. We have today this lovely long-nose hot rod. This one, found in Euclid, is called Togak of the Horizon. As we can see, it's mainly grey or white, with a purpley blue highlighted secondary colour. Starscream engines, shockwave wing extensions, box thruster, and that lovely long sweeping nose down to the very front end. As for decals, they're mainly white on this one, circular.
What I love about Ricey is he actually uses the correct names to what all the other sorts of forums use. So over on Reddit, on the Coordinate Exchange and the Interstellar Index over on Facebook groups, they all use the same names for the components of the ship. And he uses that in his presentation. He also puts the name of the ship clearly on the screen, which I think is great. Everything that he does is perfect for ship hunting. The guy is a credit to the actual community of ship hunters, really is. So yeah, I really enjoy his actual approach. I like his musical choices as well. And when he gets to it, he puts up the actual coordinates for these, and he usually puts them on the screen nice and big. Here you go.
Beautiful. Almost grey purple. It's very nice. Can be found at the glyphs on the screen in the Euclid galaxy. Togak of the Horizon is the name. Looks great in silhouette and looks great in bright light. Long sweeping design of these hot rod long nose fighters. It looks like it could outrun anything in the galaxy or the universe. Sleek, sharp, and the detailing is lovely. There's even got little red markings on the side, that number of kills perhaps, I don't know.
Again, another UK content creator and a credit to the UK side of the community. Yeah, awesome content creator. Can't rate him enough, and he definitely hasn't got enough freaking subscribers. So yeah, hit him up. 325 subscribers at the moment. It'd be nice to see that jump up to 350 or something, wouldn't it? So yeah, hit him up, people. Awesome. Right, okay, so there we go. That was Ricey in the Starship Emporium. Now, if I head on over to Dr. Pong. So here we go, Dr. Pong. Cool. And she's got a lovely little channel. She hasn't been going for very long as Dr. Pong. She's a little bit of a gem. So here we go, let's head on up. One of Dr. Pong's videos. Cool, yeah? It looks like it's all through Streamlabs and stuff. Like your intro music, Dr. Pong? Very cool. Got a retro vibe, hasn't it? And
some other stuff loads in.
Cool. So Dr. Pong's got a lovely little dog called Noodle. Sometimes appears in her videos as well.
Tall thing, that tall structure that was near, you could see it from the portal. I don't know. May have to do this the hard way. All right.
I wish it wouldn't keep jumping back to 380p or whatever on automatic. You should remember your settings.
Okay. I'm not going to find the portal again.
Darn it. The amount of times I've done that, Dr. Pong, same boat. Yep.
I'm going to jump to a new system to get away from here, and then I'll find the portal. I need to check for things to do. So, I am first going to...
So there we go. There's Dr. Pong. She's pretty darn freaking awesome. And yeah, very chilled and very interesting to watch. So yeah, check out Dr. Pong. We'll come over there. Bum, bum, bum. Inside Vortex. Now, I think a lot of people know Inside Vortex. Before I hit up Inside Vortex, let's just have a quick look, see what else I've got inside the channel here. Dad's Game Time, Sazaball. I was thinking the same thing. Rice's vids are like a classic Top Gear, except for the ships. Yeah, really has got that vibe, hasn't it? Yeah, pretty darn freaking excellent. Yeah, and Ricey has a sweet website. Oh, have I seen where? I don't know if I've seen. Yes, I have seen Rice's website. Yes, it is pretty darn frickin' swish, actually. Pretty dapper. Miyogi, salutations, and Captain Steve. Well, hello there, Miyogi. Welcome. You're on the bottom line of videos. Hopefully I'll get to your channel as well, Miyogi, during this stream. I'm hoping to finish off this channel wall and also the community spotlight. So let's just press on and let's do Inside Vortex. So let's close that. Inside Vortex. So yes, a lot of people probably know Inside Vortex. He's pretty prolific when it comes to building bases. So he builds a lot of bases. He has been doing a little bit on the old other game fronts as of late. But let's just skip over it. It's not that long ago to when he's doing No Man's Sky stuff, because the guy is freaking awesome in No Man's Sky. So you go, let's hit up one of Inside Vortex's videos. Collaborative build. Okay, nice.
Quick peek at what Henry Silver built. Looking good, looking good.
Okay, what's going on with my blinking settings? Okay, that's not so bad.
This is looking great.
Love the pipe work.
Ooh, Mr. Fancy Pants. Wow, this looks like it's going to generate a lot of power. Look at all that electricity. Whoa!
So that's Inside Vortex, and Inside Vortex does some amazing builds. Some of the bases that he's built are freaking phenomenal, and the ones that he's built inside of my NMSA hub are so functional. He's built me some activated idiom farms, and the guy is a freaking legend. So thank you very much, Inside Vortex. Check him out. Awesome content creator and great base builder. So Nella Doodle. So Nella Doodle was mainly just doing moderation at one stage, and sort of on every single stream, adding comments in and things. This is one of Nella's doodles that she's actually done up here. So she likes to do a lot of art in real life, and she's actually sent artwork to content creators like Damash Smash, Madfish Magpie, and other sorts of content creators that have opened up these doodles from Nella Doodle. And yeah, awesome. Very talented person. I met her in real life as well at the Guildford meetup, and she's lovely. She really is a lovely person. And she plays a lot with My Ammo 10. I featured My Ammo 10 earlier on in a previous episode. But yeah, really nice to watch together. So here you go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mia and Nella do No Man's Sky Expeditions. Woohoo! And I've forgotten to turn the thing off that tells you that my friend Second Coming is playing City Skylines. I always forget to do that, and it's too late now because it's up and running, and I don't care. So,
hello everyone!
So welcome and hello Mia. And hello everybody. Hello chat. We are in a space station somewhere near Rendezvous 2, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. Can't answer.
Rendezvous 1.
Well, no, it is 2. No, yes. Yes, whichever one it is.
It's the one from phase 1. That helps.
Oh. Right, I'm going to pot him off into space and see if where we are in relation to Rendezvous 2.
So Nella Doodle is a very lovely lady, and Miamo, and they just roll off of each other. They've got quite a lively sort of chat that goes on. You see quite a fair few community members that you see in other chats coming over into their streams. Sadly, they usually stream at a time that's well outside of my normal time zone. I don't know how Nella Doodle does it. She must be like a vampire or something. She's up really late. Basically, it's after midnight, my time. And yeah, I usually watch them back while I'm working. But you may have noticed there is a bit of a contrast with Nella Doodle's sort of audio with my ammos. So getting the right balance right can be a little bit tricky. But once you're there, freaking sublime to listen to. Really is. Well, there we go. I'm coming out of there. And I'll be hitting up Golden Geck. Golden Geck is... You're in for a treat. You're in for a treat with Golden Geck. If you haven't come across Golden Geck, awesome content creation. So here we go. Let's hit up this.
Man, I can't have a minute's peace. Yes, Apollo, I'm here. I try to explain the best I can, about the gateway, the strange planet, the huge machine and the crimson orb, but the memories feel unclear. I tell Apollo I think I saw the Atlas. Apollo seems shocked. He states the Geck and Korvax worship it as a god. But Apollo never thought it was real. Apollo asks if I'm okay? I say I'm fine, and that it was just a machine. I tell Apollo what the Atlas said, how it spoke of travelers and sentinels, as if we were protocols, and not living things. The way it looked at me, made me feel like a sad panda. Whatever a panda is, but that's how I felt. Apollo reassures me that at least it didn't harm me. They say they believe there's something in what I've just said, but not about the panda. Apollo thinks we should investigate, as this could lead us to the Sentinel nest, and then we'll be rich. Or dead. I say that I agree we should investigate, with caution. Not a fan of the being dead part. On that note, I mention Artemis Grave, and Null.
Okay, so this is just dialogue inside of a ship, but how beautiful is it on the frickin' ears? It's frickin' butter, isn't it? It's beautiful. And this is actually done with, you know, one of those typey, texty things to speech. It's using one of those, and they've found such an awesome algorithm, because that sounds freaking great, doesn't it? Yeah, Assistant No Man's Sky says Nella is the best. She really is. She's freaking awesome person. Yeah, let's skip this on a bit and let's hit play.
To locate a portal. Not sure what I was expecting, but not a lot happened, other than a beep on my starnav, with a set of coordinates. Reaching the monolith, I approached the structure. A large stone pillar rose from the ground, displaying an input panel of 16 mystical glyphs. They all needed charging with various elements, which took so long it turned to night. As I charged the last glyph, the monolith lit up, and gave me the option.
Took so long it turned to night. Love it. Brilliant. Yeah, check out Golden Geck, because the way that they deliver this sort of sequence is episode 19. It's actually a series. So it goes through the episodes of starting play all the way through. I used to do something like this where I used to voice the little AI droid on my shoulder called Exo, and I did my own adventure playlist. It was on my old channel. It doesn't really exist now. I tried doing it with a living ship and a few of the other things and whatnot inside of game. And some of the reviews of games, sometimes I do them inside No Man's Sky and voice act and stuff. But yeah, maybe I do want to redo all of that again, where I voice act for Exo and all that sort of shenanigans and do the No Man's Sky adventures. That's what I built my first channel on. I do want to do it all again, but I'm waiting for a big update before I do. But until that, check out Golden Geck. Check out Golden... I mean, look at that. 316 subscribers. I mean, wow. They need more subscribers. I really like Golden Geck. Awesome stuff. Cool. Right, let's move on to Lucifer 2020-07. To be honest, I haven't seen anything from Lucifer for a while. So let's just hit him up anyway, and let's have a quick look-see. Okey-dokey. 4 months ago. Okay, there we are. That's probably why. So let's just hit up one of his videos. Let's just hit this one. Bump. Got quite a loud intro. I don't know whether it's copy protected either, so I'll just...
Hey everyone.
Okay.
Literally just...
What? I didn't press nothing. That wasn't me. Honest. Right, let's just turn the quality down a second.
For the first time in a while, and I've noticed a bug as soon as I've started. This is in my settlement.
Is it going to be the market trader bug?
I was going to go to my merchant.
If you talk to him from behind, it just crashes.
See if there's anything new in the shop, just to see if there's anything added lately. And when I went to him, this sort of thing happened. I went from behind here. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. And as soon as I talk to him,
yeah, you can't get out. The menu lock.
Just keeps on talking.
And you know, when did you do this, Lucifer? This was October.
He doesn't stop until I turn the game off.
So I think Lucifer found this before I did. Yeah, and Lucifer does chuck over videos and stuff like that to me and says, hey, Captain Steve, check this out. In fact, I hit like to this, so maybe that's sort of where I first saw it. But there we are. Lucifer often hits me up with bits and bobs that they find. So yeah, gave him a subscribe. Interesting character, interesting content, and usually finds things fairly early. So yeah, give him a subscribe. Let's come out of there. Dad's Game Time. Awesome. Another guy that's got such an awesome voice. Perfect for this sort of thing. So let's hit on up one of Dad's Game Time's fitiettes.
Now my phone's not wanting to cooperate.
Technical difficulties. Let's see if I can boost him on here. Just got to wait for him to talk again now. Let's skip it in when he gets past the technical difficulties.
Like I said, those are zeros, not O's. I'll hold it up there for a couple more seconds.
Oh, he's just showing his friend's code.
Not like I'm gonna hit anything.
Let's skip it up.
Yeah, because this would be a great way to start off a new playthrough. Like, you put all this work into it, right? You get a lot of decent stuff, and then you don't ever use it again. If you could select which one,
I don't know how many.
which one of those difficulties, that would be awesome. That would
I
definitely
don't know
be
if
awesome.
I'm repeating the same ones or not.
It's like trick-or-treaters that just keep coming back around to your house, right?
Well, the pluses go away. There are all kinds of dung around here, though.
Yeah, well, I imagine, yeah.
Oh,
I can't even do the dung piles. Oh my god, my inventory's so full. I can't.
We've all been there. We've all been there. So yeah, I used to play with Dad's Game Time. His friend Dave. I think that's Dave inside of his chat there as well. When we used to do Borderlands, himself and Scottish Rod, Dad's Game Time, and also his friend Dave. Awesome fun, awesome content creator, always having a bit of a laugh. Like his laugh, in fact. His laugh is quite contagious. Well worth checking out. And doesn't just do No Man's Sky, does a few other games as well. And he's I'd say he's a good gamer. I'd say I'm an average gamer, but he is a good gamer. He's got skills. Okay, Rugged Elf Gaming. Okay, I think this guy sounds a little bit like Moose Gaming. Have a listen and see what you think. But yeah, I really like Rugged Elf. He's got a nice way about him. So here we go. 9 days ago, still makes content quite regularly.
Hey guys, it's Rugged Elf again. How y'all doing? It's gonna be my part 6 of my In Search of Living Ships. This time, I think I'm gonna go back to a geck system, since the last video I made, everything I had was on a storm planet. You know, they have some nice looking ships, but it kind of, you know, it's kind of hard to see them. So I guess what I want to do, let's head out and let's see what kind of a geck system we can find, okay?
So that's a Rugged Elf. And he does sound quite rugged, doesn't he? I don't know what sort of image that paints in sort of your head, but Rugged Elf, yeah. Yeah, awesome screen name. But that does conjure up images inside of my sort of head right now. I mean, most elves are quite sort of refined, aren't they? I'm kind of envisaging an elf crossed by a dwarf. I don't know whether you guys are as well, but awesome content creator and quite an interesting take on things. So here we go. Let me just skip ahead a bit.
Don't mind rain. Let's get into position. Let's go. Here we go into the atmosphere. Coming down.
So what I do like is does a bit of editing in there as well. It cuts out some of the bits that you don't really need to see, and he gets to the meats and bones of stuff, and he has quite a nice little adventure, and he's just a joy to actually watch and sort of be along with for his journey. So here we go. Let's get on to the actual planet.
Pretty decent, but I'm going to have to let you go, sir.
So he's living ship hunting, is he? Fine. Cool.
Yeah, back in the little beetle bug.
Little beetle bug. Cool. There we go. That's Rugged Elf. Awesome content creator. So yeah, Dad's Game Time is actually in the chat right now, people, as well. He says Dave is always there. So yeah, we did a little bit of what was it? That weird monster hunting game, but it's the free one. I can't remember what it's blinking called now, but we had a real laugh in that. That was good fun. Okay, so Miyogi, we're hitting up Miyogi. I said Miyogi. Bum bum bum. So Miyogi videos. Check out. We'd hit up, say, oh, that's the Bake Off with Captain Steve. We probably don't want to see that because you know, yeah, we want to see some of his stuff that he does on his own, I suppose. So here we go. Dragon sorted new pet.
Hello and welcome to another Miyogi video. I'm here with the leader of the PCs for the Helpers Party, and this is a Helpers Party video. We're doing a Q&A on pets and animals, and Throttle is one of our key people that has been playing around with the pets recently, as well as myself. And we've got some new pets to show you, and so we've got some new ideas, and we've experimented with the new pets. So, as Throttle away.
Dutch66, yes, it was Dauntless. Thank you very much. I had a bit of a brain fart there. I couldn't think of what it blinking was. Bear with me, my channel. My PS4 overheated. Might be a bit before I can get back to the games. Oh no, Dad's game time. That's not good. Hopefully you get it sorted. Sazball says, an elf crossed with a dwarf. That would look like a human, right? Well, I'm thinking pointy ears, big freaking gnarly beard, and maybe human? But with pointy ears and a giant beard is what I'm picturing, and maybe some glasses. Yeah, sort of like an elven Santa is what I'm picturing in my head. I don't know. There we go.
Himself, I hope you can hear Throttle, obviously through his microphone. And basically, what we're going to show you is the new dragon that we've got, and Throttle will explain what he actually did with the pet. To be honest with you, so what I'm going to do is I'll bring it out for a while. We've gigantified the. There's not many pets in my thing because this is one my survival character. So I managed to get the pets over to. That's obviously the hungry worm. I've only got 2 pets. The basically thing what we've managed to do is gigantify the dragon that we had, remove the tail and change the.
So there we go, there's his dragon that he's brought into game. So yeah, him and Throttle Jockey worked together to bring these into the verse. And look at that, isn't that pretty darn freaking epic? So yeah, a lot of people ask me, how do you and Miyogi get these into the game?
It takes an awful lot of time and an awful lot of patience to actually go in and to do this, but you can see how awesome this pet is and how huge it is. You can hardly see me on the actual dragon itself. I'm just like a little dot on the dragon. This is as big as they will actually go in the game without you being able to be unusable and uncontrollable. So you can just imagine how big this thing is now and how majestic it is. And I only got the pet and I've just played around with the files, but it looks now totally like a dragon.
So you heard there, they play about with the files, they do it on PC, then they bring it over to console, and then we give them away on Saturdays after the Bake Off. So yeah, Miyogi, a little bit of a wizard inside of the community, but not only that, looks after the Helpers Party as well, and is a massive player inside of the community now, and a great guy to know. And yeah, he gave me a, I don't know whether you can see that above me up there, but there is a lightsaber up there, that was from Miyogi. He also gave me an R2-D2, I've got the R2-D2 just there on the stand there. I'll just grab him for a second. He's pretty darn sweet. I've taken the batteries out because I couldn't work out how to turn him on and off. But there we go, little R2-D2. Thank you, Miyogi. So yeah, Miyogi, awesome guy inside of the community, and yeah, great content creator. And yeah, hopefully you check him out because I do bake-offs with him every Saturday as well. He's a little bit bonkers like me, I think, slightly eccentric English guy, and yeah, very cool, very cool. So yeah, check him out. Well, I think he's cool. And we've got Assistant No Man's Sky. So let's hit up Assistant No Man's Sky. Boom. So over on the Assistant No Man's Sky channel, a lot of the things that he would put on there is about the development updates of the app. Now, a lot of this goes over my freaking head, but he does make it interesting. So here we go. Let me hit it up, and you can actually listen to.
Are you an IT pro? So you need alerts, billing.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, skip the advert.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another dev stream summary video. It has been quite a while since the last video. Sorry about that. I skipped a dev stream summary video, and then another, until I was used to not making them anymore. So we have a lot to catch up on, so let's get started. For release 1.79, we added the Expeditions milestone page. From this page, people could view the 5 phases of the first season of Expeditions, as well as the rewards for each milestone. This was quite a big feature and took quite a while, mostly because of the rewards table being a crazy mess to look through and understand. Also, quite a few of the items that we get as rewards were not in the app. This forced me to add them and make a few hacks to add non-game items like the new suit slot.
I like that
this was
robot
also
boy.
a timed patron exclusive, although it took so long to make the expedition page that in release 180, I made the unlock date a bit sooner so that everyone can access it before the expedition ends. Also,
so he's making coding and the development work seem interesting. I love your use of your screen there, Kurt. That's really cool. I'm liking your little stickers that pop up as well. Very gnarly. I have watched a couple of these. I haven't watched all of them. But normally, if there's something awesome coming in your app, you usually DM me. And I talk to him quite a lot. He's a really awesome guy. So down to earth. And he makes the No Man's Sky Assistant app. If you haven't installed it on your actual phone, I was looking to see if there was any links here. Is that your website? That better no, that's not your website. Where's your blink? Okay, his website's not there, but he has got the Apple Store and also the iOS Store, so you can hit those and it should take you to install the app. You can see there I've got it installed already. But yeah, awesome app. If you play No Man's Sky and you play it a lot, and it's an app that you just got to have. It's an awesome app. Okay, so that's everybody on my wall apart from Elite Gamers. So let's go and hit on up Elite Gamers, and also we'll do Open World Gamers as well. So Elite Gamers, No Man's Sky. So here we are, Elite Gamers. Bow. There we go, Sea Trader. I'm going to add you to my wall later, Mr. Sea Trader. I thought I already did this, so I'll check it in a moment. So here we go, let's go into here, and let's go into this one.
Welcome to a new video. Now then, I'm just a little tiny bit of a snippet I found on my travels before I do this big video, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And I found an ace little multi-tool for you guys, and it is a black crystal one. Now the black crystal multi-tools are the rarest ones from what I've been told in the past. They are exceptionally rare to find. You don't find them anywhere, and sometimes you find them on the side and sometimes you find them on the front. This one is found on the front and it is absolutely amazing. It's a black crystal on the front. It is blue with red veins all over it and a spines on the back. It's absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, it's I've just got to give me a second. I'm taking my head-up display off so you can actually see it better. I'll put it back on so I can get it. So it's only a C class at the moment, but towards the end of the video I'll put up a fully maxed of what it's maxed out like, because I've got it on an image. So I'll put that up and show you what it is maxed, and then that might change your mind. This is currently in Euclid, and I'll get the portal glyphs up as well. It's absolutely awesome, isn't it? Fully black, amazing thing. And you can alter, it's not that much to upgrade it. You basically, if you got your you can install slots, or it's 50 million units to upgrade it and 50,000 nanites, which isn't that much really, to be honest. If you've got unlimited basically supplies, then that's it there. And
so that's actually that was Elite Gamers. Now he's got a twin brother. So, and they sound almost identical, but they are two different people, honest to God. Okay, so here we go. I've spoken to both of them. So here we go. Let's hit up this one. I watched this one today. This one I watched today. So this would take us quite nicely onto the next segment, in fact.
Hello everybody and welcome to Open World Gamers. Right, today folks, you've got me. I've got a video going in the background. That's Alien Isolation, by the way. I think it's Alien Isolation. But right, this is a discussion. Okay. Is No Man's Sky dying? My last episodes of this was No Man's Sky dead. Bad wording that, folks. Yes, bad wording on my point. No Man's Sky definitely isn't dead because people play it. Not many people play it now, but people play it, right? So, is it dying? I'm going on the stats regarding the views on YouTube videos, okay? And not just my own views, right? Views from other channels on YouTube, and the views are lower than normal. They are a lot lower than normal than they were this time last year. Oh yeah, they were a lot lower. Okay. The problem with that is Hello Games are bringing out updates that aren't anything new. They're using existing items within the universe, the No Man's Sky universe, and just giving them extra things to do, like Sentinels, adding new Sentinels, right? Being able to control your mech, right, as a companion. But that's using items that are actually in the game, not adding anything brand new. You know what I mean? They bring out new graphics and it's not doing anything for the actual gameplay of the game. The game is still boring, okay? You got the expeditions, but they're buggy as hell. And people do them, and then the rewards you get at the end aren't worth it. So, yeah, No Man's Sky, is it dying, right? Are they putting in the content for No Man's Sky that actually...
So yeah, he did a video on Is No Man's Sky Dead a little while ago, and he corrected himself at the start of this video to say, Is No Man's Sky dying? And we're going to touch on that a little bit, upcoming in a moment. I'm going to talk about that a little, with numbers. I'll jump on over to Steam, and we'll check out the Steam numbers and things like that, and see if it does all play to exactly what he's saying there. But yeah, interesting content creator, and you can see that it's climbing there up to near to 1k, so it'd be nice to hit him to the 1k. And inside of here you will see that he does open world game reviews, so it's not just No Man's Sky, but he does review every single update that comes out for No Man's Sky, much like I do. And I would say that his reviews are very sort of off the cuff, and he gives his honest opinion on everything to do with the update. And to be fair, when I get a new update, I'm really excited about things. I still get excited when freaking Christmas happens, you know. I'm one of those sort of people. And I'll be jumping up and down for a little while. But then, after give it maybe 2 months of playing the content, I then look back at his review and I'm like, he was bang on. That's how I feel now. It just takes me longer to get there than it does him. He gets there within like the first 2 weeks. Me, I get there after maybe a month or so, or 2 months. But the Sentinel update, I do feel that his review of the Sentinel update is bang on, to be fair. So yeah, check out his review of the Sentinel update and you'll see what I mean. So yeah, I have no idea what this is. What the fudge is Fogs when it's at home? No, it's an Xbox game, probably something I've never heard of before, but that looks pretty darn crazy. I might have to hit that up later and have a look at what Fogs is. But anyway, let's just go over to my channel customization for just 1 second. I just want to see if I can add those 2 channels into my wall while I'm on here, because I'm sure I've already done this. It's a bit they've made it a little bit weird to get into here now anyhow. So yeah, where was it? Featured section. And I go into, there we go, into here. Edit this section, edit content, don't hit remove. Freaking mentals, and then copy and paste that into there. Open World Gamers, there we go. And then the other one was Seed Trader. Now I know that I've done this a couple of times, and for whatever reason, they don't appear. Okay, so I'm going to hit done. They should be in this list now. There they are. I hit done. I hit publish, and then I go back into here. Let's go over to here. And we'll see if they've actually appeared on my channel wall now. I don't know what's going on because I've done this a couple of times and they just don't appear. Either of them. So let's scroll down. No, they're not there. So if you guys have got me blocked, I can't add you to my channel wall. I don't know what's going on. I haven't got you guys blocked. I've unblocked you so you can see everything. We did have a falling out. And we've patched everything up, so awesome. And I am watching your content. As you can see, I watched that video earlier, and yeah, so yeah, If I unblock me, then hopefully I can add you onto my wall there, guys. Okay, so let's just give it another refresh and let's see if you've now appeared. Nope, I have no idea what's going on there, but you're not in my blocked list. In fact, I don't know whether I can. Can I show you my blocked list? Let's go into my blocked list. Let's go into my channel. Bum, 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 bum. How do I do it? How do I do it? Dun, dun, dun. YouTube Studio. It's down on the side here. Go in. Is it in here? I can't remember where blinking is. I think it's under here. And I think it's under. Is it memberships? Is it under? I can't even know. I don't even know where blinking is, to be honest. Blocked people. Blocked people. How do I get into blocked people? I'm not very good at this stuff, to be fair. I'm sure it was under memberships. View recent member activities. I don't know. I don't really want to go in there too much. But yeah, you're unblocked. Trust me, you're unblocked, because it takes me ages to find it. And then when I find it, it's under community. Here it is. So here we go. Here we are. So these are the hidden users. They're all the ones that sort of do all these sort of, you know, naked strippers online and all that sort of stuff. There's nobody in here really that's a real person, I don't think. They're all sort of weird sort of bots and stuff that have spammed at some stage. They're usually the people that have been blocked by my moderators more than anybody. So you can see there you're not in there anyway. So there we go. That's all the ones that I've been blocking. It's just the sort of bot accounts. Cool. So there we go. So I'm not too sure what's going on there, but hopefully we can get that sorted and I can get you on my wall. Cool. Maybe there's a limited on featured channels. I don't think so. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I think you can just keep going for pretty much ever on there, to be fair. And I've even separated them out. I've tried adding them into another area and it still didn't work, so I don't know what's going on. All right, sweet. Trying to borrow the Xbox from my wife. 20 minutes play in the Sims games. Tell her Sharon carrying honey. Cool. I play Fogs with my 4-year-old niece. It's worth a try. I still don't know what to make of it, but it's fun. Says F Holiday. I've never heard of it, being an Xbox game. I don't know whether it's cross-platform or on the PlayStation, but I've never heard of that before. I have to look into it. General God, No Man's Sky, do you have the Discord account so I can add and give some ideas? Oh, nice. Well, hello there, the Red Queen. Welcome. Okay, so moving on to, is No Man's Sky dying, per se? Let's have a quick look. So, Sean Murray interview. When was his last interview? Sean Murray. I think it was the Cloud one that he done. Sean Murray, Cloud, No Man's Sky. I think this was the last one that I saw him put out there. How he was saying that offering cloud-based platforms was going to help with the expeditions. So you know the last expedition that we had, the Sentinel expedition, it did feel very sort of cut and pasted. The missions that we got given were very sort of, we've done them all before. It wasn't like Emergence where they added in new sort of models like the worm babies and all that sort of stuff that we had last time in the worm nests, which was a bit of a shame. And there wasn't any lore tied into this new expedition. It was very much mission, badge, mission, badge, you know, that sort of stuff. And they were saying that they wanted to make it so expeditions didn't need as many devs. I'm trying to find the actual write-up about it. But it wasn't that long ago. And yeah, it's pretty much that in a nutshell. So Sean Murray was saying that they want to try and make the expeditions more like the weekend missions. Now, the weekend missions, if you played them previous years, they were awesome. You had to go speak to an NPC before you went on a mission. They give you a snippet of lore. You go down to the planet, you get some more lore, etc., etc. Now we don't get all that new lore or anything. Oh, I've got a new subscriber. Well, hello there, Dan. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. So, yeah, there was no lore in the weekend missions now. And the weekend missions are just like a normal Nexus mission, apart from they're worth a little bit more. And I kind of feel that that could be what's happening with the expeditions. After the last one that we had, it just feels like a lot of sort of copy and pasted missions from previous expeditions into this one with some pretty darn freaking awesome rewards. So I'm wondering whether that's what we're going to get now until the Switch update drops. But at the same time, we've still got these station overrides that haven't appeared in game, so I don't know whether that's going to be something big. I mean, when you look at the ships flying into the actual station, they fly through the roof, they fly through the floor, and it feels like they're too big now, like the Explorers. They sort of cut off half the mezzanines above them and things. I don't know, but I think that the stations might have a bigger overhaul than just those reflections that we've got right now. And right now, if you do a reload inside of the station, all of your textures disappear. So I'm wondering whether that's got something to do with it too, whether they're doing some sort of overhaul on the actual stations. So I don't know, I think we're going to get some more updates this year. I don't think it's just going to peter off, or I don't think it's dying per se. I mean, now let's go and have a look at Steam numbers, shall we? So here we go. No Man's Sky. Player count. I only had a look earlier today to have a look at the Steam charts. And yeah, here we go. So this is the last 30 days. 7,000. In the last 30 days, it's actually gone up. It's had a slight gain of only 5% gain in the last month, but that's probably people playing this new expedition. And this expedition, it is holding numbers. It is retaining numbers. So you've already seen, I mean, there was a lull. There was a lull over in January, and I could quite agree. In January, there was a little bit of a dip, and we always see that every single year. But if we look at last year, so this is March of, well, let's go for February. Let's go for February of last year. So 6994 of last year, it was at 7,000. So although there is it's minuscule, the actual the dip in numbers there. In fact, March, you can see there was really low in 2021. However, we've already beat that, and we haven't even completed March just yet. So the actual player numbers are up on last year, not down on last year. So I don't think No Man's Sky is dying. I just think that the content that we've been given as of late, and probably last year, after Origins, when they said Origins was going to be a new way forward and a new foundation, I would have thought we would have continued to get more variety, more depth, and maybe the biomes that they suggested that we'd get when they did the GDC 2015. And if you don't know what I mean by GDC 2015, let me hit you up on that one, because it's
a great
pretty
idea.
mental. So we go GDC 2015, No Man's Sky art. And we should find the art direction of, there we go, GDC, Grant Duncan. So this is one of the lead designers and artists talking here.
Okay, first of all, before I begin, could I see a shot?
Let's see if we can get to a
nobody
bit.
else has ever had, because everyone has. And when we do that, oh, it's a swamp planet. And
Here we go.
If we could be like what's going on behind the scenes kind of thing, which is more like Britain, which is what I'm used to.
Here we go. Take a listen to this.
A lot grayer than that. And there's your jungle level, this weird little bird guy. And this would be like a Sahara desert type planet, or more like your American Nevada deserts with your cacti and your harsh, spiky terrain. Swamp planets, Dagobah, they're always good. But what we found...
Okay, so that one that you just mentioned, Dagobah, this was 2015. We haven't got swamp planets back in 2015, but the way that he talks about all these biomes that they created, and this that he's talking about now, this is just before, No Man's Sky came out for us to all pick up and buy. But take a listen to what he says about fixed biomes. This is really interesting.
By creating those sort of biomes, those separate biomes, that human beings are really, really good at spotting patterns. So you'd fly down to a planet and it would be a swamp planet, and you'd go, oh, it's a swamp planet. And instantly that breaks this illusion, and you just realize what's going on behind the scenes. And the thing with video game artwork is so much of what we do is an illusion, like, especially linear games where you can look out a window and you can see a mountain in the distance, but we all know that, you can't get to that mountain. And as artists work in the industry, everything we do is, where it's all pretend, and we don't want anybody to see behind the scenes. And having those separate biomes, it absolutely revealed that, and our game is it's incredibly important that you don't get that sense of illusion. So what we ended up doing was creating what I call a super biome, which is a biome which covers all those biomes in one fell swoop. And it's, what's a good way of explaining? If you imagine if you've ever used like a terrain generation tool where you'll have lots of different sliders that control different things like spikiness of mountains, trees. And we have that, but we have hundreds of different sliders. And we have min and max values for all those different sliders, but I don't have to go into every planet and manually move those sliders. What happens is when a planet is terraformed, those sliders are moved to different positions. Now, originally those positions were random, but what we found really interesting is if you start to link those sliders to things within the universe, like distance from a sun, whether the planet has a moon or not, then the results start to become believable, and you start to spot patterns, but it's patterns that you accept because you start to realize that, oh, this planet's really close to the sun, so the foliage is either going to be non-existent or it's just not going to be very green. And that's where the believability comes into it. And another thing from looking...
So I don't know at what point they decided to say, right, you know, all that lovely super biome stuff that we just created, we're going to throw that out of the window. We're going to go back to those biomes. You know, those ones that humans can spot because humans can spot patterns? Yeah, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. So at some point they decided that they weren't going to deliver the game that they actually suggested that they were working on in 2015 in favour for what we've got now. And part of me deep down still feels that they haven't delivered upon the... This is why I pre-ordered the game, listening to this and watching this full presentation. If you want to watch this full presentation in full, because there's a heck of a lot more in here that he suggests is going to be in-game that still isn't there yet, and I'm still waiting for it to appear. I would love for all this stuff to appear. And a lot of people out there are probably thinking, well, Captain Steve, it's so much better. It's so much better than what was actually suggested, and more so. I mean, we've got pets now. We've got cooking now. We've got freighters and frigates and all sorts of lovely other stuff. Yeah, I still like all this stuff, don't get me wrong, but I would still like them to deliver on some of these core elements. These are core engine elements. You know, they're working on a procedurally generating engine that now delivers a load of biomes, which is freaking strange. I mean, they have something like about 50, 60 biomes, but so does Minecraft. So what they've delivered on their procedural engine is just a way of delivering us set biomes. And when you've got quadrillion planets or however many planets they've got, but you've only got 60 odd biomes, of course we're going to see patterns, and of course it's going to feel relatively stagnant, relatively quick. So when Open World Game is saying, is No Man's Sky dying? I think No Man's Sky started dying as soon as they went away from super biomes to delivering us what they've delivered us, potentially, you know. Yeah, so I would like to see them go back to the roots of what they were hoping to do. But here we go. Have a watch of that. I mean, if you can just copy that link or whatever, just come back to it when you can and watch all of that presentation. And it would leave you with a load of ideas. Why? Why did they choose to go down the path that they went down? Why did they alternate? And why did they deliver what they've delivered? As good as it is, that still feels better to me. It honestly does. There we go. Attention deficit disorder game development. I have no idea why they moved away from it. I really don't. I mean, where was it? Have I still got it up there at the moment? No. Let's just put it back. Oh, here we go. Here's the art direction. I mean, there's loads of stuff in here that he touches on. And, oh, okay, this bit's interesting. Take a listen to this.
So, what we wanted to do was create a few key concepts that would capture the vibe of this lost world, this No Man's Sky. And like, if anyone's seen the video we released years ago now, the E3 video where you walk down to the watering hole and the antelope run away, this was the piece of key art that kind of influenced that. It's a real quick...
Did you hear that? Okay. So, you know when Sean Murray was at GameSpot and he was showing off the E3 demo of the Diplos wading in water and the antelopes running away and the rhino smashing the tree, and he said, look, this could be any planet. We haven't scripted this planet. This planet is just one of many that you could land on. This is something that you could discover. This is gameplay video. That's how he sold it. That's what he said. And even when you watch that E3 video, it says gameplay demo on it. He's just told us that it was scripted and that was the concept artwork and they created it. And yeah, That's there. You know, and that artwork, that planet, if you go on the No Man's Sky website and you go to Press Pack, it's nothing but those pictures from that E3 video that still isn't in game.
Quick sketches, but all trying to kind of get across the vibe that we wanted to have each time you fly down to a new planet. And what this did, it gave us targets. It meant we could...
So you can see there in the background there's a volcano, you can see the lava coming down the sides, you can see it's got fantastical trees on this lava-y type world, strange structures, you've got all these root canals and things going there, you've got these little diplos over here that almost look like giraffes with the necks that actually turn sideways. Have you ever seen any diplos in our game turn their heads sideways like those majestic ones in the E3 demo, or are they just like cranes that go up and down? Yeah. We've got the knackered diplos. We haven't got anything as majestic or as awesome as what was showcased. But anyway, I'll just carry on hitting play.
Tweak things like slider values to try to make these kind of events more likely. And you'll see they all, well, a lot of them have this kind of, these landmarks. And we always wanted to have that sense that you fly down, there's always something on the horizon that draws you to it, rather than just being a dull terrain. There's always something you see that you want to go to.
So now they have done some of that. So they've added in like the archives, but have they added in a lot of buildings or places of interest or something that you want to go to? When was the last time you've landed on a planet and said, okay, well, I've seen something over in the horizon that I want to get into or go and have a look at? For me, I land on a planet, I sort of do a 360, look all the way around, scan for creatures, see if I can see anything interesting when it comes to creatures, because yes, you can add them as a pet. Or I might look for somewhere nice to stick a base that might overlook a lake or something. But if it hasn't got water and if it hasn't got trees or if it hasn't got creatures, I just take on off again and move on to another world. And that's mainly because of what he alluded to earlier in this video about set biomes. Once you've seen maybe 50 of a set biome type, you've kind of seen them all, especially with the exotic sort of planets, you know, like the ones with the hexaplates and the trophies and things on and stuff. It's just a real shame that they don't add more depth. And when they released Origins and they said that this is our new foundation, this is the way we're going to be moving, and they talked about all this variety, I really thought they're onto something here. If they could get every single new developer that joins their team to work on maybe a few new aliens and a few new plants, and they add those into the games and build on the biomes that we've already got, perhaps we wouldn't notice so much these biomes if they kept updating what we've got there. But we haven't seen anything happen since Origins in that sort of way or vein when it comes to more variety coming into game. And the whole thing that he said about the sliders and governed by the distance from sun, well, we all know that you can't fly to the sun. If you try flying to the sun, your ship slowly degrades and disappears and the game just crashes. It's just a small pixel that's way off into yonder. You can't go to the sun. It's not a physicality. But now that they've added like 3 suns in as pixels, imagine if there was 3 actual suns within inside of the actual system that do rotate around the planets or whatever, or the planets rotate around the suns. You think how that could actually affect the sliders on some of these planets, or the gravitational shifts or weather formations or the actual biomes. Now part of me wonders, a little while ago Sean Murray on Twitter said, you know, it was ages ago that we announced our new project Skyscraper. Wouldn't it be nice if they just released their old vision of what No Man's Sky was as a new game, just called it Skyscraper, and all this stuff that he's saying at GDC 15 was actually in the actual game and it was a lone exploration experience? Maybe just on your own, or maybe you could hit up one extra player or something, or whatever. But I don't know, it just seems far removed from what I actually expected No Man's Sky to be. Some of that's good, some of it's bad. You know, I do enjoy No Man's Sky, but at the same time, it doesn't feel that it's got the organic depth and breadth that this vision that they had. Yeah, you get where I'm coming from. But yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. The first time I saw an archive, I was awesome. But that was the last time I got tingles. Only the first time for each type also. Same here, Dad's Game Time. What, there's like 3 different types of archive, and once you've seen them, it's just a different colour each time. And then that's it. And what do the archives actually do that you can't do in the space station or anywhere else, apart from those little machines that you can only activate once for some unknown reason that just convert something to something else? It's a bit of a gamble. is a bit of a weird thing. You've got that massive structure that just delivers that and delivers some snippets of lore. The lore I really like, but it looks like it's a massive, great big archive. It'd be nice if you went off on missions and brought back encrypted text that you could translate there and get all the lore at one archive or something. Same with those like machines that convert stuff. It'd be nice if they were multi-purpose use, because then you could build a base there and you could use that as your place to go out and build up your lore and also get some pretty gnarly stuff that's worth something. But after you've accessed the lore there once and you've accessed that machine once, no point in going back to that archive ever again, is there? It's just weird. It's almost like they put these things into the game and then not test them and just leave them the way they are as little staple holders. I really do hope that they flesh some of these things out, because they could be awesome. But at the moment, they just seem a little hollow. So when OWG Gamers is doing his reviews and things, he does pick up on the level of depth into these different elements. So it is worth hearing him and listening to what he's got to say, because I'm hoping that it echoes through to Hello Games at some stage and they're like, okay, well, yes, this is hypercritical, but at the same time we could work on this and we could better some of these elements that he's picking up on, because he does stumble on to areas where No Man's Sky has holes. So it's well worth watching OWG and listening to his reviews. So yeah, check him out. Anyhow, so that's the actual Steam numbers. But Steam numbers, you can see there that we have got a slight gain. Last year's stats are actually worse than this year's stats. So in actual fact, it's doing, I mean, even back in 2020, 5,000 views, or 5,000 concurrent players back then. And we're already smashing that right now. So even back then, February in 2020 was quite similar to how it is now. So No Man's Sky, although it's got little lulls there that you can see, it does sort of crest the wave and it continues on. It's quite smooth when you look at it that way. And then there's massive, great big peaks when the big summer update comes out, which although that we had a bit of a crest there, I'm surprised to see that it done better than the October of previous, you know. But that's just the way it is, isn't it? You can look at the numbers and you can work out which updates have done the best. And yeah, interesting player numbers. So yeah, I don't think No Man's Sky is dying, but at the same time, I've come up with a couple of ideas that I want to share with you guys as well. It's like the settlements update. The settlements update I thought was quite good. Apart from, well, when I say quite good, it's quite good in the way that it procedurally generates all the actual buildings, but the buildings themselves don't serve much purpose. You've got the bazaars, which are quite good, the little marketplaces. You've got landing pads, which you can land on, obviously, and you've got a little saloon where people dance in front of jukeboxes, and it's got some gnarly music in there. I like those 3 buildings, but all the other buildings don't really serve any sort of purpose. I think it'd be nice if every single building served a purpose there. So, you know, like what I've got on screen here is like a little pet stable. So you can actually put your pet there and stable one of your pets there, and it would lay eggs, and when you go there you can harvest all the stuff that it would give. So if it was a droid, you'd get chewy wires and maybe nanites as a byproduct. If you put one of the little flying guys in there, you get proto milk or whatever, you know, that little chappy over there, that little chap. Yeah, you get proto milk from him, and also you get their eggs, and it automatically incubates the eggs, so you can just take it away and hatch it, you know. So yeah, but if you are stabling your pets inside of a pen, then you can't summon them on planet surfaces and use them, that sort of thing. So at least if you are going to be doing cooking or anything like that, you can stable the pets that you want all the cooking ingredients from and use those ingredients. And also it'd be nice if there was some sort of cooking merchant at your actual settlement as well. I mean, I used a robot droid that I built, but, you know, it could be a Korvax or a Viking or a geck merchant or whatever. But they would ask you for maybe a selection of, you know, a dozen cooking items, like low-grade items that you're able to find and craft. Take them to him, give them to him, and he will give you the higher products, the higher tier things that he can make from that stuff. And once it's there, other people that visit your settlement can go in and just buy these things. Then you can, because then you're buying them with units, you can go up to the Nexus, hand them into Kronos and get nanites. So it's quite an early way of translating things across. And it also gives you another building at your settlement that might actually have a purpose and rhyme or reason to actually own a settlement. It'd be an easier way of completing your catalogue, especially if you go and visit other people's settlements, go and see their cook, and maybe you might get different cooking items. So just 2 really quick items there, you know. We got stables, says Flora Sparkles. No, sorry, these are Photoshop mock-ups. I made these. I'm glad that you thought it was real. No, these are my ideas. So yeah, that would be pretty cool though, wouldn't it, to have stables? Not only on your actual planet surface, but it'd be quite nice if you could have them at your bases that you build or inside of your freighter. It'd be quite cool to have freighter pens inside of your freighter as well. But even if it was just at your settlements to give people more reason to have a settlement, because right now I don't think there's a massive reason to have a settlement. I mean, why have a settlement? It's just fluff at the moment. It doesn't actually have much depth to it, which again, OWG Gamers, Open World Gamers, he picked up on this and said, you know, it's all well and good giving us our settlements, but what exactly do they do? I'm not going to bother going visiting mine again. Once I've S-classed it, then what? You know? And he's got a point. I mean, why go and visit somebody else's settlement? There's no reason to go visit somebody else's settlement, is there? But this might draw people in if they could go around and, you know, actually pick up different cooking items and bits and bobs. But there needs to be more to the cooking aspect inside No Man's Sky. Many people don't bother it, and I understand why. There is no real functionality to cooking, and when you hand it into Kronos, it takes forever and a day. They need to do some sort of bulk hand-in process, don't they? So yeah, all that sort of stuff. And we've got James Harston says, I hate to say it, but I got to go. I must say that if they brought it in more cohesive RPG elements, I'd be happier. Have fun all. Well, take care, James. And yes, totally agree. My settlement produces PCM. Oh, poor you, Lord Backgammon. Yeah, nice. Okay. Moist sheep? Bah. I could help you. What the fudge? What a weird name. Okay. I could help you with that, D-Man46. Okay, I need to scroll up. I need to have a look what's going on there. Linto, I wish it was possible to use proc-gen plants in the game to cook food and create tonics, etc., all with different effects from the plants. Heck yes, that'd be cool, especially if it was like VR. You know, if it affected your vision or something, you eat some sort of forage mushrooms and it sends you all trippy. That'd be, I don't know whether that'd be allowed, but that'd be pretty cool in VR. Yeah, cool, let's just scroll up. Moist sheep. I love that. That's, okay. Oh, funny name. Yeah, there's little things that tickle me, people. Okay, here we go. Series S is basically a PC. Nice. I'd love to see NPCs walking about my base like settlements. That'd be cool. It always gets me. You go to the station, yeah? You're in the station. You go to one side of the station where the teleporter is, and you've got the missions agent, the guild agent, and you've got the Galactic Trade Terminal all on that one side. People everywhere on that side. They love that side. They freaking love that side. Why? Why do they love that side? All the freaking vendors that sell anything half decent are on the other side, and no one's over there. The foot flow is shite on that side of the station. I hope their business rates are a heck of a lot lower on the other side, because they don't get any customers apart from us numpties. Yeah, bit of an odd one that, isn't it? There's no NPCs on both sides of the freaking mezzanine. However, they're in the side room, you know, the one with the Atlas Pass door that you go in and use your Atlas Pass free card. And when you go in there, there's nothing that's Atlas Pass free worthy, apart from maybe some of those remembrance terminals if you're super lucky that give you some lore. But there should be some decent loot in there if you're using an Atlas Pass level 3, or some rare base parts that you get or something, you know, some real customizable stuff or something. But no, but yeah, sometimes there's some NPCs in there that you can just recruit for your bases now. But at one point, you used to get guys offer you free multi-tools in there and all sorts. I don't know why they tweak things when they actually make them worse. Oddities. But there we go. Yep, got it. Miyogi, thanks for a few thousand, a number of thousand maybe. Oh, hello there, Gary. Welcome, Gary. We've got Danny Boy as well. Cool. What about cross-breeding animals? That'd be cool. Like Spore. Yes. When I saw in the game files that they were giving us eggs and all sorts of stuff like that, I thought we was going to get some sort of Spore element where you could randomly generate your own sort of creatures and stuff for planets. That'd be pretty gnarly. But we got that genetics on the actual egg sequencer, but the genetics doesn't really do much. It maybe gives you 1 or 2 variants for each different fauna type. It doesn't really go to town. I would say even Jade Cocoon, which was like an ancient game, gives you more variants on your creatures. So yeah, bit of an oddity, that one. Bit of an oddity. But yeah, cool. Yeah, so there we go. There's all the pictures that I had earlier, and all I've done is I photoshopped them together to make these mock-ups. So yeah, They're not in game. It's just me being creative for ideas and ideas' sake. Hello there, Night Tracer. Mine doesn't go to S. Positivity, cash flow, happy people, fixed problems, solved arguments, still A or B. Mine's never gone to an A. Mine goes from being a B class or a C class straight to being an S class. Then when I destroy the Sentinels, it just goes straight back to being a... I hate that how messages just pop up on your screen like that. I mean, yeah, you could have all sorts of personal stuff there, just bang, automatic on the screen. Why? Yeah, again, you know, they're trying to assume what you want to see and what you want to do. But no, if I wanted to see my messages, I'd click on messages. But yeah, all sorts of weird stuff. Yeah, press back by mistake. And you have to cross over a flight line and doesn't care about safety. No. Oh, Miyogi's gone as well. Take care, Miyogi. Is the channel changing, Fiona Sparks? Yes, it is. Thank you. I was supposed to pick up on that myself. Okay, so here we go. Let's go over to my channel. So this is my channel page here, chums. I need to make a new video here, you know, the autoplay video, about the changes to my channel. So I'm going to be doing vlogs, which I already do vlogs, but so I sometimes go out with Ivy and places like that, day trips and stuff like that, and maybe some conventions and geeky stuff and unboxing things. I'm going to be doing as vlogs, which I already do some, but I want to do more this year. Captain Steve plays, so I often just play No Man's Sky, but as you can see, I played Dragon's Dogma. I played a bee simulator game for a while as well. That was pretty good fun. I played Red Dead Redemption 2, but just lately I've been playing quite a lot of Elden Ring, so I quite like Elden Ring, and I've been enjoying that. I've just edited my review on my PlayStation. I need to upload that and put that live soon. So the Elden Ring review is coming to my channel soon. And Captain Steve Talks. So Captain Steve Talks are like this. This, what I'm doing now, is a Captain Steve Talks video. But I don't just want to do these on No Man's Sky. I want to start doing these on things on the internet and geeky stuff that really entertains me and things that I enjoy and like. It's like if I just hit and up, say, Crypto Hunt. Crypto Hunt. Yeah. So this is a chap that I really like, this guy here. And he talks, he's actually looking for real life dinosaurs like Mycelium mbembe. Yeah, awesome guy. And yeah, I really like watching him. He's very entertaining. Let's just hit up Giant Spiders intro. There we go. So a lot of the photos that he takes, though, he's actually copyrighted himself. He's actually been to these places and took a lot of these photos himself.
This is Bill Gibb.
So yeah, it's a little bit dodgy me trying to preview him.
Just giving you a quick update on the giant spider video. Now, it's been a long and difficult year. Lots of things I had to take care of, as you know. But finally, we've gotten around to doing the...
So I really like him because he actually goes out to the Congo. I mean, that banner up there is probably one of his pictures. And so you're going to see some very cool pictures that he's taken anyway. But he's actually given the locals like disposable cameras and said, if you see these rare creatures, take a picture of them. If you manage to get a picture of the actual Mycelium mbembe, a diplo, a real life diplo is what he's looking for, because the locals suggest that they've actually seen them. There's like these wood carvings that they do. That's one of the wood carvings that one of the locals done of this sort of, you know, long-necked dinosaur covered in scales. And it's a creature that they said, yeah, we've killed one of those. We ate one of those just a few years ago. It's like, what the fudge? Yeah, so yeah, it's really unbelievable stuff. Take a watch of his channel. But yeah, I want to do stuff like this. Talk about things that I found on the internet that really interest me. It's like there's another chap called Mudfussil. Mudfussil University. So this guy, is that him? Is that him? Is that Mudfussil? This is him. This is him. This is Mudfussil.
Okay, my outstanding friends, Roger. Once again, Mudfussil University going to be a 5-minute quickie just to set you up. We're just going to do the digestive system today of giants. Look at this.
The digestive system of giants. So, have you heard of petrification? So petrification is where wood can turn into stone, and if you Wikipedia it, look into it, but wood can turn into stone sometimes through petrification. Now there's myths and legends out there of creatures that can actually petrify other creatures, like the Medusa was said to be able to petrify people into stone. And you know, there's some awesome carved statues of people back in the day, and you're like, wow, without modern tools, how the hell did they carve that so well? Well, Mod Fossil actually feels that some of these statues are actually living, breathing entities that have been petrified and turned into stone. And sometimes you can dissect some of these statues and you can actually see organ rings and things like that inside of them. And he shows it on his channel with some of these sort of statues where a limb's snapped off, but you can actually see that it's got bone structures and muscle structures inside of the actual stonework. It's insane. And you're like, no way. Yeah, check him out because he's pretty damn freaking gnarly. But yeah, I want to do a whole video like this that I've done today on No Man's Sky, but on strange stuff on the internet. I mean, yeah, yeah, awesome stuff. So there we go. That's the sort of stuff that I want to start bringing into Steve Talks every now and again. Or it might just be on something really geeky. You know, like these disc plates. I really like those. I might just do a whole video just on disc plate or something. Or maybe even like, I've got a lamp here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a Millennium Falcon on the top of it. It's pretty darn gnarly. My missus bought me that. That's pretty cool. If I spin it around that way, it's even got a light in. Look, it's a lamp. It's a freaking desk lamp. Boom. Yeah. So I might just do sort of geeky sorts of ones and talk about strange stuff that I found on the internet that I think you guys might like. It's like those jellyfish in a tank over there. They're pretty cool, aren't they? You know, anything. So yeah, Steve Talks. Anything that I'm passionate about is what I want to deliver. Sometimes it might be real worldy stuff as well. It's like my COVID adverse reactions video, or long COVID. That one's in there, and also about the mandates and things like that for the NHS. That's in there because I feel passionately about those two things and they affect me. So I'm going to talk about things that I'm passionate about. It's never going to be political though, or overly religious. It's just going to be like myths, legends, strange things happening in the world, that sort of stuff, and geeky stuff. Fun stuff, escapism stuff, if you like. But then every now and again there might be something slightly serious in there. But yeah, so that's what I'm hoping to bring to my channel. Captain Steve loves giants. I am a giant. Well, I'm 6'3", nearly 6'4". So yeah, I'm kind of like a giant myself. But yes, and yeah, the whole talk of the Nephilim. When I say like it's never going to get too religious, I might give reference to books of religious study that mention giants. So the Nephilim were giants within inside of the Bible, and a lot of people call that the gospel, which the gospel means truth. So maybe there was giants. If you believe in the Bible, you've got to believe in giants, I guess. There we are. Anyhow, do you like Star Trek, Steve? Heck yes, I do, Christelle. Yeah, so I might talk about, I might even cover stuff like that. I might even talk about things that I've seen on Netflix or any of the streaming channels that have really interest me. Yeah, there's one that's on Netflix at the moment that I watched the first episode, but I think I need to watch it on my own. I was watching it with Ivy and she really didn't like it. It was called Guardians of something, Guardians of the Universe. It was freaking weird, but it mixes comic book art style with then real lifey type stuff, and then back to like stop frame animation and then something else. It had a very sort of Kong Fury sort of feel to it, and I love Kong Fury. Yeah. Anyhow, people, I need to end off now. So, yeah, if you need a guest for NHS stuff, I'm still a porter, says Techno. Nice one, Techno. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, Techno's in the house. People, Techno's here. So, yeah, Techno used to do No Man's Sky content. Let me see if I can... Is your channel still about, Techno? Let's go on over. Let's have a look. Techno's freaking crazy. Yeah, he's awesome. Techno, No Man's Sky. Let's see if we can find his channel. Boom. I used to really like Techno stuff. Yes, there's his channel. Can you still get into your channel though, Techno? I haven't seen you do anything for a while. Techno returns 2 weeks ago. Here we go. Boom.
Hi there. So we down to brass tacks. Or brass fucking bare bones, that's what I meant.
It's
so
Techno.
All I'm doing now, I'm just come on, yeah. Just let anybody who dares watch this know that I'm gonna sort out a new controller, either find my headset or get a new headset and get back in the game, I think, because I missed this game.
I've already put a comment on this one.
I've missed a lot. The expeditions and stuff, I missed all that.
Oh, it's so good to see you back, Techno. Awesome to see you back, Techno. Freaking heck. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Anyway, Kong Fury was hilarious. They're working on a second one, Lord Bagami. So yeah, maybe I do need to hit up this Captain Steve Talks a little bit sooner, and maybe I should hit on up about Kong Fury and talk about the sequel or whatever that I've been working on. Yeah, let me put something together, and I'll see what I want to go with first. I don't know whether it'd be Crypto or whether it'd be Kong Fury. It'd be something fun anyway. It'd be something interesting, people, for you guys. Because yeah, I feel that I need to sort of open up my channel a little bit further, and I think that's an avenue that I like to deliver things that I really enjoy, and I really enjoy surfing the tinterweb sometimes and finding weird stuff. Anyway, people, take care, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Cheery binds. So there we go, onto the screen, and bye all. Oh fudge! Is Rod live? Is Rod live? Sorry, I just saw Wolfie put in there. Rod raid. Let's sorry, I'm back. Okay, Scottish Rod. Let's have a look. Scottish Rod. Yes, because Scottish Rod is awesome. And if he's live right now, he is live right now. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Let's go onto here. And where is my stream? Where's my stream? Blah, 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 blah. Fudge sake. Content. I close that window down. Live. Here we go. Click that. You fudging heck. Wolfie, have you got a link to the actual video? Yes, I think he's already done it anyway. So here we go. Rod. Raid. Let's go raid Rod. I'll see you over there, people. Okay, so Captain Steve raid. Kapow. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go and stick that in his stream. I'll see you guys over there, and hopefully, yeah, that'd be cool. Let's go into podcast. Boom. There you go. There's Rod right now, and let's go and put that in his stream. There you are. Kapow. Boom. There we go. Incoming raid. There we are. Captain Steve raid. Lovely job. Anyway, now I'm going to end off. Cheerio. I forgot Rod was live. Thank you very much, Wolfie. You're a freaking legend.